Good evening and welcome to Rough Cut, a National Broadcasting Society production. I'm Marilise Lorario. Let's send it over to the news desk to get an update on what's going on locally here in Bloomsburg and the world around us.
Good evening and welcome to the news desk. I'm Connell Smith.
And I'm Brian Ortiz. The Bloomsburg Fair is going on this week, so let's send it down to our field reporter Olivia Manzola at the fair. Olivia?
Thanks, Brian and Connell. I'm currently standing at the annual Bloomsburg Fair, where thousands of people have gathered to celebrate its 162nd anniversary. For most fairgoers, this week is one of the most anticipated of the year, and it has good reason to be so. Food, friends, family, and fun. Between concerts, sky rides, and savory deep-fried cookie dough, the fair never fails to offer a wide variety of attractions and treats to its large crowd. Throughout the years, attendance has grown significantly, and we have people of the fair such as kind vendors, officials, and other personnel to thank for this. Safety and security has always been a top priority for the fair's officials, and this year it has been largely increased.
We did a threat assessment of the Bloomsburg Fair with 25 local people and also with the Homeland Security. And we decided to update the fair. And what we did is we sent a dozen people to school. We're working really close with the Homeland Security to upgrade. We put in some new gates, sliding gates. We put poles in the ground to deter cars from driving into the fairgrounds on a busy day because of what's going on with all the terrorism. We also put barriers in the parking lot to protect people walking on the fairgrounds or in the parking lot. Like I said, we went through all kinds of training. We have the threat assessment that was handled by 25 employees. If there's an emergency, there's 25 people that are involved in for the emergency. We had an inspector. We have ride inspectors that come in and inspect the rides. They felt that this ride was not to be opened, so they served a notice to us that we don't open that ride. So we got rid of the ride and put another ride in its place. They're inspected every day, and I get a report on it every day.
No matter what, this looks to be like another promising year for the Bloomsburg Fair. I'm Olivia Manzola, live at the Bloomsburg Fairgrounds. Back to you guys at the news desk.
Thank you for that update, guys. Now let's head over to Hotspot and get some updates on what's going on in Hollywood and the music world.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Hotspot, your all-access pass to everything entertainment news. I'm Alyssa Michon.
And I'm Madison Scheich. Today we're going to talk about what's hot in the music world and some drama in the celeb world. She rocked our world with Cool for the Summer and made our summers better with her single, Sorry Not Sorry. Demi Lovato's new album comes out Friday, September 29th. This will feature some new songs like her single from the summer, Tell Me You Love Me, and her newest single, Sexy Dirty Love. Are you excited for Demi's new album? Because I know I am. Next in the music world, Pink is making a comeback, people. That's right, she released her last album, Truth About Love, back in 2012. The artist is back with a new album titled Beautiful Trauma. This album is said to be released midway through October, and it has her newest single, What About Us. Lastly, she's an artist and an icon who pours her heart out into her work. That's right, little monsters. Lady Gaga has teamed up with Netflix to release a documentary called 5'2" that dropped earlier last week. This documentary is said to follow her around as she prepares to release her new album and prepares for her Super Bowl halftime performance. Are you going to watch this documentary? Have you seen it already? I know it's already on the top of my to-do list.
Everyone knows about the alleged affair of Kevin Hart and Montia Sabag. You may think that you have all the details, but there's more. Montia's aunt just came out in what said Tia called a short, intimate relationship in Las Vegas. Kevin Hart apparently asked her to be his girlfriend, and she laughed at the fact, as he also said he would take care of her and that he would put her up in an apartment. She allegedly turned him down because she had a boyfriend at the time of the hookup. She did not know that the comedian was married. That's all the information that Tia's aunt had to tell us. We don't really know why she is coming out with the information about her niece, but she might be receiving a not-so-nice phone call in the near future.
Next, we send it across the studio to wrap up for everything sports.
Welcome to our weekly sports wrap-up. I'm Sarah Jones. Today, we'll be covering the possibility of an NFL team in London, the biggest NFL upsets this past week, and disputes about the Giants. Let's hear from Matt and Jake discussing their opinions on whether London should have an NFL team.
An NFL team in London. That has become the debate over the past few weeks. I've got Jake McDonald, our NFL analyst, here to debate it with me. So Jake, should there be an NFL team in London? We've had some success with the London games throughout the years. So should there be a permanent NFL team stationed in London, England now?
No, I mean, logistically, it just wouldn't work. Are you going to ask a team to, play 8 home games and play 8 games on the road, or, have 4 home games, 4 on the road, vice versa? It just, you're asking families to move. You're asking, players to go back and forth between different sides of the pond. I just think when you look at all things considered, it wouldn't work. And, the international series, I think it's great because there are fans in London. But at the same time, when you have the same team going there every season, like the Jaguars, who have outscored their opponents in their last 3 London games, 108-65, going 3-0, they're just used to going over there by this point. And the other teams, like the Ravens, who went over there for the first time last week, it was their first time. I think, I'm not using it as an excuse, but it definitely put them at a disadvantage going into that game. And then you had all the political stuff happen too. So it was just a crapshoot for that instance. But going back to the question, I don't think so. The logistics, wouldn't work. Do I think it's going to happen? Probably, unfortunately. I would like to see maybe a little smaller league take place over there, but we'll have to see. But I do not think a team should be over there.
So that's all we've got. We're going to kick it back to the next topic we've got.
Let's take a look at what the NBS Digital Shorts team has in store for us.
There are 2 groups on campus, the Owls and the Greek Life. They both hate each other with a burning passion. I've seen them fight on multiple occasions. It's only a matter of time before a war breaks out between the 2. Bloomsburg isn't big enough for the 2 of them.
What side of the war are you on?
I'm on I'm an owl, but that's just me personally. I'm an owl.
Greek Life! Woo! So much friction and tension between the 2, they are eventually gonna burst and things are gonna get ugly.
This is perfect.
What are you tweeting?
I tweeted the Owls listen to Nickelback.
That's a little too harsh, man. What were you thinking?
But the first act of aggression coming from Greek Life, we can only wonder how the Owls will retaliate.
Son of a b****.
What's up?
Look what the geeks tweeted.
Why would they say that?
It's a cruel world, Mike. It's a cruel world.
We have to get back at these dunces. This is an act that cannot go unpunished. I'm gonna tweet that the geeks can't chug.
What the poop? Nick!
What?
They said we can't chug!
That's a lie! You know you can chug that Mike's Hard Lemonade in under 12.7 seconds!
I know! I'd like to see them chug a 12-ounce raspberry flavored Mike's Hard in 12.7 seconds!
They can't!
I know! Ah!
Across campus, we will see how the Owls react to the Greeks' aggressions.
Alright, saddle up, boys. We're going to war. Tomorrow, in the quad, it's on!
They listen to Nickelback!
It's okay. It's okay. It's on.
Finally, a new weekly segment called Quizzed in the Face. Let's check it out.
He's making dreams come true. Be on the street.
What are your thoughts on Germany's attack on Themyscira?
Do they have any prior interest in there? Have they been there before? I don't know much on the topic, so I really can't comment too much on it.
Should Pan Am be forced to share its resources with the world?
Yes, sharing is caring.
Okay, so recently the UN ratified these things called the Sokovia Accords. Do you think that'd be a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it could be beneficial. Like, it's good to have something to keep track of where everybody is.
Okay, so in your opinion, should Zabraka share its resources with the world?
I think so. I mean, everyone can benefit from resources that might come in handy to some projects that someone could be working on.
Wait, can someone else do this? Because I don't even know what Genovia is.
All right, Tuesday, 8 a.m., Bloomsburg, PA. You wake up, ready for another productive day at Bloomsburg University. Am I forgetting something, you wonder? Probably not, you think. Forgetting that BU on the Street is due for rough cut this afternoon at NBS, and you haven't thought of what to do for this episode yet. You check Twitter or go to McCormick. You log on to Twitter, the world's most popular way of finding out why you should kill yourself according to a racist anime frog. Rough Cut begins, and while your segment goes over okay, it gets completely overshadowed by Drew's impression of Tommy Wiseau trying to fix a Blu-ray player.